What up, dogs? To the dog vlog. Just kidding. Hey, So, some crazy developments are in the works. Some crazy. It was like a stumble. It was like I tripped in my nose, and then the words like smushed together. Crazy developments are in the works. So, number one, I applied to Angel Studios, and what was it? A day or two passed by, and I got an HR phone screening. So they were just gonna give me a phone call and then, like schedule an interview if I passed the screening. And that was yesterday. And they called me.
30 minutes early.
Well, it wasn't quite 30 minutes. It was like a little less than 30 minutes early, but it was early. It was earlier than we originally scheduled. So I was like, oh, I got a phone call, didn't recognize the number. They left a voicemail, called back, got it situated. At the end of the phone screening, so it was like maybe a 5-minute conversation. The HR worker, she asked if I was available in an hour to meet with the lead video marketer and then the creative director for marketing for Angel Studios. And so super short notice, quick turnaround, like hypersonic speed turnaround time. And so, yeah, that was crazy. And so I interviewed with them and went pretty well. In my opinion, I feel like was able to show a lot of who I am and kind of like delve into my personality a little bit. And so, yeah, there's some things that some bits of nervousness there, and maybe a little bit of things that were just always could use some polish. So trying to keep it in perspective. And he was able to actually listen to the whole thing.
It actually went really well.
Yeah, I guess I'm a little bit more critical just about how that went down, a little bit more than Annie was, but I guess we're always our toughest critic. So anyways.
So that was yesterday.
That was all yesterday. And I had a shift over at Foodland, and because Angel Studios wanted to meet me in an hour, I had to push back my shift. Luckily, they were pretty understanding. They were pretty chill. This second development does not make it any easier. Let me just start with that. So Annie, what's going on?
So previously, I would say like a couple months ago, my dad was like, you guys, we're going to Disneyland for Sophie's. Well, okay, my sister Sophie is the lead in the school musical Wizard of Oz. She's Dorothy, and we're very excited about her. And what's funny about our family is Zarian's family included, somehow us siblings and kiddos have secured the lead. So when we were seniors, we were Jane and Tarzan, and then we're married now.
Yeah.
And then
my younger brother was Crutchy.
In Newsies.
And
then my brother was Gomez in the Addams Family.
Yep.
So we've all had these like senior year lead highlights, and so the fact that Sophie's not only kept up with that tradition, she also just freaking killed it. So anyways, my dad was trying to convince us to go join them for the Thanksgiving week at Disney and just surprise everyone, because we're currently in Hawaii and that just wasn't on our agenda to be home for Thanksgiving. And that's kind of a little tradition that's worked out, where over the years we just end up going to Disneyland after finishing the musical. And so it's my sister's year to do that and celebrate. And up until this point, like with Zaren's job, we just weren't thinking he was gonna be able to get that off, and we were already planning to surprise. We'd fly in for literally like 24 hours, see Sophie's show, and then head back home to Hawaii. And that was like already up our sleeve, and Zaren had gotten that off of work, and so we were just not sure that he'd be able to get actual Thanksgiving off.
The actual holiday.
Yeah.
It's just, in retail, it's just not an easy one to get off, because everybody wants the holidays off. So
Exactly.
I was okay with that at the time.
After Zaren interviewed and had his follow-up interview, we were kind of just like, we got some options here. So Zaren's looking at quitting Foodland, and then he might apply to this pizza place that's down the street from us.
That same pizza place.
There's this pizza place that's just down the street. It's fantastic. Our neighbors work there. They love it. And it's just so cool. We just got off the phone with my dad, and we booked our flights to be there for all of my sister's shows for the musical. We also booked our Disneyland tickets to be able to be there while they're at Disneyland. Also, we booked our flights to fly there the same day.
Busy day.
Our plan, our little scheme, is to show up to surprise Sophie for her first night, which would be like a parent preview night.
So we show up.
And the plan is to say, we're here, and then if they're like, when are you guys going back? We'll be like, oh, we
Fly
fly out
out
on Tuesday.
Which is true.
It's true, and it's also the same day that they fly out to California, and so we'll be like, yeah, we fly out. We fly out on Tuesday without being like, yeah, we're going with you guys. And then our plan is to surprise them when we're on the plane, like getting on. Like we'll pretend to wave them off as they board and then go to our gate, which is the same gate because we'll be on the same flight as them, and then we'll also board.
Tricky.
And then that'll just be fun. Like we're gonna be able to...
We'll board after them, and so the hope is that we can... Either they see us as we're like walking down the plane aisle, or we get on the plane undetected, and I don't know, we haven't really thought of a plan from there. We'll have to think of some alternate. So yeah, those are like the two main developments now. Yeah, we're getting ready to go on a walk.
Gotta get that 5K steps in before I sit all day working.
10K or 5K?
Oh,
5 miles.
5,000 steps. I was like 5K.
No, you're right. I thought it's 10,000 steps.
Oh, yeah. That's actually what I mean. That's my like...
5 miles is 10,000 steps?
Yes.
Got it.
So...
Gotta get that 10K
gotta get
steps.
those steps.
Bye, dog vlogs, dog vloggers, vlogging dogs. Just kidding.
I don't know about you, but I feel like it's a pretty good day to go snorkel with some sharks. We're currently at the bus stop waiting. We're gonna bus all the way over to Haleiwa to meet up with the tour. So, weather seems good, which is nice. Ideal conditions. Got a photo card.
We survived the sharks. We swam with sharks and we lived to tell the tale.
Look at my hair, is it crazy? Hold on.
It is pretty crazy. Here, I'll show you.
Oh jeez. We're gonna need some detangler. I got dreadlocks going here.
Alright, Annie, what are we doing?
Okay. I really want this ice cream place. It's real ice cream, real fruit ice cream. So it's like Coast cones.
Oh, baby, you're lactose intolerant.
I don't care. This is... It opens at noon every day.
So that's a couple minutes ago. So it's running Hawaii time.
Yeah, so we might go buy some postcards. Come back for this ice cream. Post Shark Day. We could share one. Like, I don't need a full one to myself. I just want to...
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is exciting. Got fresh fruit. They blend it in with the ice cream, and then you're just like... Delish. You know? And because I swam with sharks on my period, I feel like I deserve some.
It's a miracle. Place where I used to work. They did take down the hiring sign.
Yeah, that would be kind of offensive if it was still up. The tea is they had to fire Zarin because they're not doing well financially, so. Going good. Sorry, we thought it was 12:50, so it was like, oh, is it open yet? And then we realized it was 11:50. We were pushing you guys.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you.
You want to sample anything?
No, I think I'm good. We just wanted to see if the dairy free was gonna be good. Oh,
Could be good. With the lily quick.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, can we do this with the lily cord? Annie. Oh yeah.
Secured it. It's kind of crazy because the difference
These are
in
the
lighting.
postcards we got.
Yes.
Got
From Surf and See.
surfer.
Got the surfer.
And then this is the ice cream. We got the dairy-free coconut. Sampled it. It was pretty good with the lily cord.
How does it taste?
Really good. It's pretty fresh.
Yeah. Honestly, the dairy-free option is not like, it doesn't feel like a downgrade at all.
No, it's good. We sampled it because I was like, I don't want to make us eat a nasty ice cream if we're sharing it. I'd rather just take the L and eat the whole milk, but it's good.
Yeah. You know what this kind of reminds me of? A Dole Whip.
Mm-hmm. That's lily cord.
It's a passion fruit.
Fire. We're gonna recap the sharks dive.
To be continued.
So much salt in my face. Later, but we did some shopping. Christmas shopping. Okay, wait. I'm in such a funny mood right now. I got this bag because my backpack is falling apart.
I got some certified Hawaiian flip-flops, some chunkless.
Yes. I actually showed Zarin that brand, and so it's cool that he got them because I have the fish hooks. Oh yeah, those are so good. This backpack I had in high school, and it was so cool. But the thing is, the shoulder is like broken. This is the Aloha brand travel bag, and it has a little pocket that I can just slide onto my luggage.
Carry on.
And it's great for carry on, and we're doing a lot of travel. A lot of travel because in a couple days, actually, literally 2 days.
So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 3 days. 3 days
3 days we're flying out to Utah, and then after a bit there, we're gonna fly to California, and then we're gonna fly to Hawaii.
Yeah.
So,
Hop, skip, and a skip hop.
yep. So this will be so great, and I've had my eye on it the whole time we've been here, so this is nice. And then Zarin got those cool flippies. Did you fart?
There was my hand under my.
Wait, what does this remind me of? Hercules, Hercules, Hercules.
Oh. What is it? It's like.
You're wearing his merchandise.
I know, but he's like. like. It's like.
Okay.
It goes like this.
We're gonna have to like put a little gif or something.
Yeah. Wearing his merchandise. Thirsty? It was my day off.
Yeah, so probably last week.
So it was a week ago. I think it was a week. So we're back.
We're back.
Within a week.
We got a new pizza to try. It's this barbecue, Hawaiian barbecue with Kahlua pork.
Barbecue one barbecue.
Barbecue, Hawaiian barbecue. Clearly I'm hungry, but I'm excited to eat.
Do a different spot.
Shark recap. We had the craziest time. I think it was hard to fully anticipate what it was gonna be like.
Yeah.
Just based off of the photos we're seeing. You might see how messy our space is right now, but
Just makes it more real.
more real.
When we first pulled up to the area we were supposed to meet at the harbor in Haleiwa, the boat from the morning, the 7 a.m. excursion, was just getting back. And so we were able to kind of like hear a little bit of what to expect. And part of that was they were saying that the weather was just way more calm, way easier, less rough than it had been 2 weeks. Like for the last 2 weeks
Which
to
makes
date.
sense, because it's been
Yeah.
so rainy. Like we can't
Yeah.
go on a walk without getting rained on.
Yeah. It's like even the run that I went on, like I lucked out because it was just like misted. It wasn't like downpour. So anyways, just so happened that today was like perfect conditions, as good as we're gonna get in the winter. And they did see a handful of sharks in them. So we were, guaranteed to have some sighting. That was pretty much guaranteed. We were the first ones to show up. There were other groups meeting around, so So when we finally figured out, kind of the flow, we were ready to hop onto a boat.
Which is actually funny because while we were waiting for our boat to be ready, there was a group to the right. And this guy's giving a speech to like 10 people, and he's like, yeah, so in the case that you see a boxed jellyfish, what you have to do is just kind of pinch the top and move it out of the way.
And you can like throw it.
Yeah, just so you don't get stung. And I'm thinking like, is this what we're supposed to, like, is this our excursion group? Because this
wasn't
crazy.
Clear. Yeah.
We were kind of confused, and so we're like listening to this guy talk about how you're supposed to move the jellyfish, and later we're talking to our tour guide, and she's like, oh yeah, they do shark dives in cages, and so when a jellyfish gets in your cage, you have to move it out of the way, otherwise it's going to be more likely to sting you. And so I was like, whoa, that's crazy. She's like, luckily for us, if we see a jellyfish, we can just swim around it. Like, you're vibing, so it's fine. So I was just like, that's crazy that these people are spending all that money and they're like having to get a mini tutorial to like pinch and move.
How to avoid getting stung. And there was an ambulance as we were waiting to get onto our boat.
Yeah.
There was an ambulance kind of like circling around the marina waiting to, I guess, get in contact with the people that called it in. It was funny because,
It was literally because someone got stung.
It was
just jellyfish, but we were thinking like, ooh, like,
someone got
right
bit.
Before the ambulance showed up, I was like seeing all these people getting off the boat. I'm like, well, seems like it went good. Like,
it's like everyone's doing
fine. And then this boat shows up, and then the ambulance shows up, and it's
like flashing its lights. It's not blaring sirens or anything. It's just like flashing its lights and like circling to try to locate the boat. So I pointed that out. I'm like, everyone seems fine. Just need urgent medical attention.
I also was just in like this funny headspace because this morning I was like shaving my legs and my razor cut me a couple times, so I'm like bleeding in the shower, and I'm like, hopefully this stops by the time I have to get in the water. Like, I'm sure I'll be fine. Like, there's just so many like random instances lining up to the morning to leave to be like extra nervous. And
I think it was a break for the positive when it was like, this is the best weather. This is the best weather to have. And so
it was awesome. So then going out there, the waves, it was like
it was like hills. Like the boat, it felt like you're just like this tiny little thing on these rolling, moving hills.
Yeah.
And it was just like, chugging along. It was a nice boat. Like, it wasn't like we were like hopping on a little rickety dinghy.
Even thinking about, so Zarin and I don't even know if we talked about it in the vlog, but our Uber that drove us back after visiting Utah for my grandpa's funeral, he offered us this opportunity to go on a boat with him for like 2 weeks.
Like, 14 to like 18-day cruise, and it was to taxi the yacht back to California, because I guess there's a lot of big name either boat racers or just people who have companies that will get a charter or like charter their boat to come to Hawaii so that they can, reap the rewards or reap the benefits of the tourism. And so in the summer, a lot of people are coming in, going on these like sunset cruises, and those same boats that go on those cruises, some of them end up having to go back to California before the water gets too rough between Hawaii and there.
So this guy had offered us to go join him to help him charter, because he's like, I'm always looking for new people because I hate talking to the same people over and over again. And so we almost took it up. So I'm thinking about that, like, whoa, we almost could have had 2 weeks of just this crazy water, just like going up and down, and like you're rocking and there's water being spread. Then we get to the site of where we're gonna dive. The mooring
line,
and there's just these orange buoys in the middle of nowhere, like so impressive.
It's like a little cluster of orange buoys.
And so they're like getting the ladder down, and then the lady's all dressed up in her gear, and she hops in with this rope, and it was crazy. And so they're like, all right, we're ready for you, get in. And I'm getting my stuff settled, and Zarin is looking over the boat and he goes, Annie, there's a shark. And I was like thinking he was being funny, and so I was like, yeah, whatever. I look over and I was like, holy shit, there's a shark. It was right as we're showing up, there's this shark circling the boat already.
Yeah, and it's just like right next, and I'm like, I see it, and it's probably like 5.5, 6 feet.
It was probably as tall as me.
It felt as tall as me. I don't know. It could have been Annie's size or Zarin's size. But in terms of shark,
I mean, there's not really that crazy of a height difference.
Yeah, it's not gonna be. If it's an Annie size shark, that's still plenty.
So then at the point where they're ready for Zarin to get in the water, and Zarin's the first one, because we had this group of people. There was a couple from San Jose, and then there was a couple from Seattle. And Zarin looks around the boat and goes, well, is anyone eager to get in? No one said anything, and so
I was like, okay.
He hops up on the boat, gets his goggles on his mask and then his fins, and he hops in and does great and goes out to sea. And so then as I'm like scooting closer, get up there, the guy from Seattle that's across from me, he's like running over to the end and like throws his stuff down and he's like, sorry. And I was like, no, it's fine, it's okay, like you can go ahead if you're so eager. Like, this guy must be really excited. Wait, but we have to back up, because as they're giving the instructions, they're like, okay, does everybody here know how to swim? And everyone's like,
Everybody
yes.
know how to swim.
Like, everyone doesn't even bat an eye. They're like, yes.
No hesitation. Everyone is like super confident that they know how to swim.
So then she's like, okay, great. Does everyone here have experience snorkeling? And everyone except the San Jose guy was like, yes. So she goes through her whole spiel and instructions, and they're like constantly asking, does anyone have any questions? And the Seattle guy keeps saying, not yet. And so we're like, okay, like that was his go-to line, was not yet. So then as he's getting into the water, I guess we could skip forward a little bit, because at some point both dudes are freaking out. Well, also the guy that had never snorkeled before, he just didn't know how to swim.
He was the last person to get into the water. When he did get into the water, he made it probably like 4 feet away from the boat. He was just kicking.
Which is bad, because the more movement you're causing and kicking, the sharks are curious because they see and sense the movement, so they're gonna go check that out. So this guy, who's probably never swam in his life and he's choosing his first time to snorkel in the ocean with sharks, is freaking out, probably making the situation worse for himself. So he ended up getting in the boat and he was feeling sick. The Seattle guy also had to get in the boat because he was feeling sick. And so those two guys picked a side and were just throwing up off the boat.
Just either side. They were in rough shape.
Girl from Seattle eventually gets out, probably halfway through. They probably made it halfway through, because she's also throwing up off the side of the boat. The girl from San Jose ended up getting back in early. We had like 20 minutes to ourselves because everyone was throwing up off the side of the boat. It felt like more sharks came in at that point too, probably because they're throwing up and there's less people, and so they felt more comfortable to get closer to the surface. If you dive down a lot, they're gonna go down lower. But it was cool, because then it was like, oh, it's like an excursion just for ourselves. And the photographer and Stacy, so she was helping.
She was like the safety coordinator.
Like, she kept having to like dive in front to like box off sharks and stuff. It was crazy.
It's true.
But it was cool. They estimated like 9 sharks, and we saw a female Galapagos shark, and she was big.
The female shark was the biggest. That was the biggest shark that we saw, and she was probably like 7 feet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
easy.
She was chunky too. Like, she was big.
Yeah.
And so that was cool. And on our way out, I mean, we stayed out there as long as we could, even though I was even feeling a little like...
A little bit of vertigo is what we ended up learning.
Yeah, we were getting vertigo because there's no ground to look at. It's just big ocean, big blue.
Big blue.
And then you're focusing on all the sharks, and so your brain can't place where you are, and then you get dizzy and nauseous.
And so we were almost on the struggle bus too, right with Seattle and San Jose. It was a little disorienting, but we saw 9 sharks and got pretty dang close. They respected the bubble, but that was about it. Like, I
think the closest I got to a shark was literally like 2 feet away. It was like swimming right under me. It was crazy.
Yeah, they did get pretty dang close. Leading up to this, I was pretty nervous. Like, I was kind of like trying to talk Annie out of it, but jokingly.
And we did all great. We were the best ones. We were the calmest, chillest people on the boat.
Yeah.
I think at this point I'm more scared of jellyfish than I am a shark.
Yeah, because jellyfish could kind of sneak up on you. But
I actually didn't even feel scared at all today. I felt very calm and level. When we saw the shark circling the boat, I felt teary-eyed, and I don't know if that was because subconsciously I was like, there's a shark, or if I was like, wow, this is beautiful.
They are beautiful.
They're very beautiful.
And just elegant. Like, they just cut through the water, and it is almost like they're in a trance, like the sharks themselves, because they're just slowly like moving around, and they're not. I know that they could be, but like their default is to just be very mellow and very slow, methodical. When we were heading out from the dive site, one of the dive masters, she had a spare banana peel. And
the female Galapagos shark, she was so excited. She's like, if we don't get to see a tiger shark, but she shows up, day is still made. Like,
that's just as exciting.
Thing. And so she had this banana she had eaten, so she grabbed the peel, she threw it out, and the shark immediately went up and chomped the whole thing.
Yeah,
and then dove back down, and was like, whoa. So those sharks really could have eaten us if they wanted to. Like,
so it's like
they didn't want to. We were chill.
So it's like we feel reassured because they didn't attack us, but we did see them attack a banana peel. That was really fun. That's maybe the funnest thing we've done on Oahu as far as like going out of our comfort zone in the ocean. Scuba diving is cool, and it's, you know, being really deep is cool, and seeing animals like that. But snorkeling with sharks, that is uncomfortable, but really cool.
That's like the craziest ocean thing I've ever done in my life. On the line, grouped together so that it will come closer to us.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
It's like, yeah, we don't want to scare it away.
Yeah, because I guess Galapagos are way more social than tiger sharks. Tiger sharks are a little more antisocial.
Yeah, a little bit more to themselves, but I don't mind.
It was so cool.
Galapagos sharks are enough for me, and it was really fun.
They're beautiful. It was very magical to experience that.
It was. And so, recommend it. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Now, we're going to take a shower, get the salt off of us, and maybe take a nap or watch a movie or edit this vlog or...
Yeah, edit that shark footage. I think that's what I'm going to do.